Hi, I want to do a follow-up video from a post that I had made a few weeks ago. It has taken me a few weeks because I don't know if I was in denial or just in awe that the seasoning that I literally been putting on everything for the past couple of months was bad for me. And I didn't know. I was on social media looking at people's stories. I like to do that in the morning time, maybe making my bath, and I put on stories, just let them go. Because I follow a lot of people. And this one particular person had posted a picture of this spice. And so I stopped it to like really look, and I clicked on the story to see, the whole thing. And she was just saying that this stuff is like super bad for you, have MSG in it. And I was like, what? And I'm the kind of person, I don't believe nobody. So I ran to the kitchen, looked, and there it was. It's on the ingredients. And to be honest, I really didn't know what MSG was, just for the simple fact that I've heard it was bad. I heard they put it in Chinese food. That's why you constantly want to eat it, because it's in the food, but it's an additive basically. And I actually typed some out because it's a lot. And it was funny because one of the people on one of the people who I'm associated with on social media was like, you need to read your labels. And I was like, well, first of all, 90% of my food don't even have labels. Hence bananas, cherries, watermelon, cantaloupe, kale, yada, 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 yada. But for me to like make a little flavor, I use this. And I was telling my coworker about it, and she said, well, what does it taste like? And I was like, well, if God could taste like something, God would taste like this. That's how I was just so addicted to this. And not only now know that I'm not crazy, because MSG is extremely addictive. It's like crack. I mean, you start taking it, it's hard. And I remember when I ran out of this, I got it actually at the 99-cent store originally. And I live in Oakland. I drove from every 99-cent store from Oakland all the way out to Fremont looking for it. And I finally found it in Fremont. And I ended up like buying, I think they had like 3 left. I bought all 3. But I used those 3 like within not even a month. All 3 was gone, because that's how much I use it. And after that, the corona had hit and they were gone. Like couldn't find them anywhere. And one day I was at Walmart and I just happened to look and they had this. So I ended up buying this bottle, this bottle, this bottle, and this bottle, which was all the ones that they had. I just took every one off the shelf and bought it. I'm like, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. But come to find out, it's bad, it's bad, it's bad. So let me get you some of this stuff. So the official name for MSG is monosodium glutamate. And so when you're looking, it won't say MSG. It will say monosodium glutamate on there. So look for that in all your spices and your foods. And like I said, it's an additive. It's not necessary for you to have. And let me tell you, once I stopped using it, my food tasted different. But now it's been several weeks and my food is starting to taste better. I'm just really taking the time in seasoning my food with like natural herbs and stuff. And things are good. But let me tell you what this stuff can do. It can cause rashes, itching, burning, numbness, migraine, headaches, asthma, irritable bowel syndrome, chest tightness, heart problems, anxiety, irritability, sleep disorder, restlessness, obesity. And this was a study by the University of Carolina. Who used MSG flavor enhancers on their food more are more likely to be overweight. Okay, so they're saying people who use this are more likely to be overweight. And it's crazy because like I have friends and they always say like, oh, I want to lose weight. And I'm like, okay, well, you have to watch what you eat, blah, blah, blah. And they like, I eat right, I do this, I do that. But we're not really checking to see what we're adding to the food, which is so important. Another thing, I bought this, I never used it, but it was lemon seasoning pepper, because now I read everything. And this has it has calcium phosphate in it, and which I found out is the same stuff. It's like a caking agent, and it's the same stuff they put in baby powder. The same stuff they put on your lemon pepper. You're putting in baby powder. Ugh, gross. And it's made out of animal. It's made out of animal bones, so it's not even vegan. So you're done. And with large amounts of this, you can affect your kidneys. So a lot of times people of certain background, they season their food up and it's just like so delicious. You have to really make sure what they're seasoning their stuff with. That's why I don't really go to restaurants and things like that, because you just never know what they're going to do. And if you want to get like calcium and things like that, there's so many great foods. So I made a list. So there's like white beans, soybeans, kidney beans, lentils, navy beans, kale, almonds, okra, spinach, broccoli, mustard greens, carrots, dates, oranges, figs, artichokes, blackberries, chia seed, and sesame seed. These are all the things you can get calcium from. And that's good because like a lot of people don't drink milk. And it's not that, oh, you're vegan. It's just like they don't drink milk because people are getting like sick from drinking it. So another thing that I bought, I never used it, but I thought this was kind of cool. It's like French fry seasoning. Oh, I loved, when I was younger, I used to eat at this place called Chubby Burgers, and they used to have the seasoning salt on the fries and stuff. MSG. And that stuff was addicting. Like we used to eat that stuff by the pound. Another thing I found, it was like Memphis style barbecue, and I'm really good with like trying new flavors and seasonings and stuff. And I'm thinking, oh, like this is cool. Like it's just seasoning. It doesn't have like meat in it or anything. They use it for barbecue. I was gonna try it on some stuff. MSG. So now I'm really starting to like read, and then oh look, I found another bottle. So I have 5 whole bottles that I need to, but it was okay because these are only like $1.99 at Walmart and stuff. So still, I don't know. Another thing is I used to drink these energy drinks like every day, like at least twice a day, because I just get so tired because I'm super busy. And so this was give me like a little lift up. And then I looked on the back and it said a warning. It's you know what? I can't even pronounce the word. It's phenylketonuria. No, that's Rium. And so I looked it up, and it started talking about it's like it says it came of mental retardation. And so what it is what this package is warning you about. Like if you're mentally retarded, then you can't drink this drink, because then it will cause you to have high doses intake. Will in people with underlying medical problems, it will cause nausea, headaches, irritability, high blood pressure, sleep problems. But it's saying it will only get this if you were to have phenolalanine, something, I don't know. I don't know, I'll link it down below. But anyway, yeah, and that's another thing. If you can't pronounce the words and actually the words on here, this word don't even exist. It don't exist. They like made it up. But because the other word that do exist speaks of when a person has mental retardation. So I guess it was like a warning, like if you do have if you're mentally retarded, or if you have underlying problems, then you can't drink this because it will cause more damage or something like that. So I'm like on the fence because I like literally, well, this is an empty box, but I buy the box by the cases, and like I said, I would drink them, but I had to do some more research on it. I haven't drunk these in weeks, and matter of fact, last week I had to call off work because I had migraine so horrific, and I didn't know if it was because I stopped eating this or if it was I stopped taking the energy drinks. I just kind of went cold turkey, and then I was doing juicing, smoothies, eating a bunch of cabbage and green vegetables all last week with brown rice, and that was it with water. And then I had my regular little lunch, what I do, like a Greek pita salad wrap with carrots and stuff. But other than that, I hadn't changed anything else, but I just got like super sick. And I see that I'm like gaining weight, but it's not like bad weight, it's like good weight, like nice weight. So that part. Another thing, this right here, it's steakhouse seasoning. I thought that would be interesting. MSG. So all this stuff right here, and actually like but besides this being like made from animals, it's an amino acid. And so with the amino, it has oh, which one was it? I think it was this one. It has the silicone. Oh, it also had like silicone dioxide. And if you see something with silicone, anything that says silicone, it got to be bad. You know what silicone is. But silicone dioxide, if you take it long periods of time, it can cause kidney failure. And so you see all these people with all these different underlying diseases, and basically like live a really normal life, but have all these like different diseases, and it could be because of what you put in your food. So it's really important to read. So for example, I bought this, which is a salt-free chicken seasoning, and it's safe, and it just has the regular stuff in it, parsley and cilantro and some other stuff, but no MSG, so that's good. And I just use like pepper and sea salt, and sea salt is better than using regular salt because it has a bunch of minerals and stuff that our body needs. Our body needs minerals. And this is another one, I'm gonna put her link below, but this wonderful lady, she makes her own seasoning. It's Savor, and she has all kinds of different seasonings and stuff, and they're really good. And you take it, but I'll put her link below. And it's just natural. I mean, she's not putting anything extra in it, and she's a Black woman. Yep, support Black businesses. Okay, other than that, I'm gonna wrap this video up. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know below. This video went way too long than I expected, but I just wanted to get it out. And the premise of the video is to read. If you don't understand, do your research, and don't just look at the first thing you say, because a lot of times people will buy out the first couple of informational taps, whatever, I don't know what you call it, because they don't want you to know the truth. So find out about truth. But let me tell you something. Ever since I stopped with, taking all this stuff, my energy is start to soar after the headache. My energy started to soar. I start feeling good, and I just see a difference in myself. And I just want everybody to live their best life and have a great quality of life. And that's from me to you. I love you. Bye-bye.